Hey guys, and welcome to another video with Lukkelilje. If you haven't watched Disney's short animation OLAF'S Frozen Adventure, this video contains spoilers, so if you don't want to get spoiled, you should probably leave the video right about now. Okay, so when I did this drawing, I had just watched one of Lavender Town's videos here on YouTube on how to draw backgrounds. And even though I knew a lot of the things that she mentioned in her video, I still think that this video helped me a lot doing this drawing specifically. And one of the things that she mentioned in her video was to do a small thumbnail to try and do a composition of your drawing before going in with the sketch. And so that was something I did, and it sure helped me a lot to try and make this drawing look nice. And I did the small thumbnail off screen along with the first sketch layer of this drawing, and when I started filming I actually thought that I would be ready to go in with the line art, but it turned out that I wasn't, and that I had to define my sketch a bit more, especially with the tree, and try and make it more precise and more straight and all that. And I decided to only do line art on the ice tree and on Olaf because I wanted them to stand out from the background, and also I knew that I wanted to do a more painterly coloring style for the whole image, and I actually just thought that it would be easier to do the background with a more painterly style without line art, so it's sort of also just to make it easier for myself. For the ice tree I couldn't really find any good reference photos, so I sort of just freestyled it a bit, and then I also found other people's fan art of the movie or from the movie and tried and just to see how they actually did the tree and how they interpreted the tree, and that also helped me a lot. And I really like how the tree turned out, especially after I started coloring it. I don't know how it is in other countries, but here in Denmark, OLAF'S Frozen Adventure was shown on Disney Channel, and since I have an account where I'm able to watch on-demand TV, I was able to watch the movie twice in the same evening, once by myself and once with my boyfriend as he got back home from work. And before I'm telling you the next thing, I just want to let you guys know that I am a very sentimental person, and yes, I have very easy to tears, or how you say it, and yes, so I cried when I watched the movie, mostly the first time, but also a tiny bit the second time. I just felt that it was so heartbreaking to watch this small snowman just wanna give his two best friends the best Christmas present ever, and then he just goes and sets it all on fire, and it was just heartbreaking to see and watch. And yeah, but then when Anna and Elsa showed Olaf that having him as a friend and having him in their life was the best present that they could ever get, and that was just so sweet. I must admit that I wasn't really the biggest fan of When We're Together, the song, or at least that's what I think it's called, but it may also just have something to do with the fact that I heard the song in Danish, and it may not have been translated as well into Danish as the songs from the original movie has, so that may have something to do with the fact that it wasn't really the greatest song from Frozen ever. Doing all of the snowflakes for this drawing was just so much fun, even though it took a really long time, but I just wanted them to look as magical and fantastic as in the movie, so I decided to put a lot of effort into making these snowflakes, and I really like how it turned out. I may actually have wanted to do more snowflakes than I did, but as I did the drawing it just felt like enough, but looking at it now I want more snowflakes, and also they were really fun to draw. The most annoying thing about this drawing you should think was doing all of the snowflake, but that wasn't the case. It was actually doing the lake with the look of an ice lake, a frozen lake, and it was just so hard to do. And here's like one of my first attempt, and I did so many attempts on this leg and it was so annoying. And then finally I just decided, fine, I am not gonna work on the leg right now, and then I just deleted all of it and I started on doing something else in the background. And that's also one of the things that I learned from watching Lavender Town's video on how to draw backgrounds, and that's just sometimes things are just so annoying and you can't really figure out how to make it work, and then you should just leave it alone for some time and come back afterwards, and that may help a lot. For blending, I used my own brush that I did last year sometimes, and I actually have a video where I'm showing how I did this brush along with other brushes. So if that's something you're interested in, I will be sure to leave a link somewhere on the screen or definitely in the description down below. Doing this drawing really made me want to do more full illustrations with backgrounds and all that. And maybe someday I will be able to teach you guys how to do backgrounds, because that's just really something that I want to get better at. I really want to get to a point where I feel like I'm able to teach other people how to draw, and it's just really hard because I have taught myself a lot of the things that I know, and I'm not really able to explain it that well. And I know I've made a few tutorials before here and there, but they're not really anything special, and I don't really feel like I have been able to teach anyone anything, maybe beside from making pins. Apparently I'm really good at that. I don't really feel like that, but apparently I'm really good at making pins and teaching other people how to do it. My favorite details in this drawing is this small snowman in the ice star, and it's such a cute detail, and I almost forgot it when I did the sketch, and I'm really glad that I actually remembered it. I am almost done with this drawing, even though I could probably have spent a lot more time on it, but after spending around 5 hours on this drawing, I sort of lost the interest, and that's something that happens a lot and something that I have to get better at. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please remember that I try posting a new video each week. So until next time, take care and bye bye.